everybody, it's Mimi. Thank you guys for tuning in again today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this blue, black, smoked out eye effect, and I hope you guys like it. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the bell so you guys know when I upload new videos. It's been a while, so I'm excited to show you guys what I have coming up. So if you like this, don't forget, I'm going to start by priming my skin, and I'm going to use my favorite primer, which is Combination Control. And it's for combination skin. And I'm just going to put it where my pores are bigger, which is kind of in my nose and around the cheek area. That's where I'm going to focus. I'm actually starting with concealer before foundation because I just think it gives it a better tone when I start with concealer first. And I'm just dabbing a little bit. You don't want to use too much at once because you don't want the creasing. You don't want heavy product underneath your eyes. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this first and then blend that in. Taking a small sponge, and I'm just going to lightly blend that under the eyes. I'm staying on the outer part of the eye and not the inner, because that's a very sensitive area. You don't want a lot of product there. So taking that, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to take the sponge and blend that in too. Next, I'm going to take my liquid foundation, and I'm just going to take a small amount and start on the right side of my face. Kind of got a little bit here, so I'm just going to take that excess and put it on the spots where I want highlighted on my face. I'm going to start on the right side and focus on that area first. Make sure you really take the time to blend everything out. So I'm just taking small tapping motions and I'm working it out. Now while that's wet, I'm going to take my setting powder. I'm going to dip the sponge into the setting powder and just set the under eye where we put the liquid foundation. You don't want to let it dry too much because you want the setting powder to kind of stick to your concealer. Next, I'm going to add some of that liquid concealer on the other eye and basically repeat the same steps. You don't want your foundation to dry down too much before you set it. So just work quickly when you're doing the under eyes. You might look a little pale, but you're going to warm up once you add your contour and your powder foundation, which is the next step that we're going to do now. I'm going to take my powdered foundation and I'm just going to go all over my face with that. Now you want to make sure that your foundation is your skin tone or very close. So I get down to your neckline also. You just want your face to kind of blend in with your neck too. So, using the quick stippling motions around the areas where you have bigger pores kind of makes it more smoother. So I kind of buff and then I pat also. If you have a bronzer, that's what you want to use next. We're going to take our bronzer and basically just work around the perimeter of our face. You kind of want to go on the top of the forehead, around the jawline, around the cheekbone, kind of make like a 3 here. That way your face is warming up. And I'm just going to start around the forehead, around the cheek, around the jawline. I'm going to do that on both sides. Notice how my face is warming up now. I didn't put much on yet. I'm going to save that for contouring. Now when we start contouring, you can use a cream base or a powder base, which I use powder because I feel like it's way more buildable. When I use a cream, it's kind of like, it's a lot that comes on at once unless you really know how to manipulate it. But I love powdered foundations and blushes and everything because it's very buildable. You can build at your own pace. I like highlighting first because I see that it blends a lot better when I do it that way. I don't have, you know, the lines of demarcation. I have like, it blends in a lot better. So if you haven't tried Wet n Wild highlighters, I suggest you try it. They're very good. Very sheer, shimmery. Bit of that. And I'm just going to start on the cheekbone. On both sides. I kind of mix two different tones here, just because I really want a lot of highlight. All in. See it? Then I go on the nose too, right at the tip of my nose. I had somebody ask me, honestly, if I had a nose job before. Like, no, it's contour. Now, to get forward-looking lips, you want to highlight the Cupid's bow on your lips. Oh, I put a little bit too much. Wipe that off. Stay focused right on the Cupid's bow. I'm going a little heavy on the highlighter right now, but we're going to blend it all together, so don't worry about that. Now that everything is nice and highlighted, we're going to take our contour powder and we're just going to start contouring. I'm going to start around the cheekbones. Right underneath of the highlight is where I'm focusing. So after contouring right on the cheekbones, I'm going to take the excess that's on the brush and just go right around the forehead. Just kind of just brings the complexion back to life. Now you can stop here with the powdered contour, or you can add more, which I want a little bit more depth. So you can kind of leave it like this, or you can make it deeper. The deeper you go, the more chiseled your cheeks will look. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Next, I'm going to start the contour around the nose area, which is optional. You don't have to contour your nose at all, but I like to. So I'm just going to go around where I put the highlight. I'm just going to kind of go around that and drag it down. Underneath kind of gives the nose a nice lift. After you're done contouring around the nose, you just want to take a nice clean brush and you want to blend in those harsh lines that you have. This brush has nothing on it. This is just to blend out the contour. Now we're going to start on eyebrows. I normally do eyebrows after I do the face, just because I like to do my eyes last too. Unless I'm doing a very messy eye look, I'll start with eyes first. But in this case, I'm not doing a really messy eye look, so I'm going to do the brows first and then I'm going to do my eyes. So I'm going to take my eyebrow pencil and I'm going to use the brush and just brush up in an upward direction. And make nice harsh lines underneath with the pencil. Quick motions with the pencil. Now you want to take that line and you just want to blend it into the brows a little bit. You don't want to completely erase the line, you just want to lightly start blending that line into your natural eyebrows. Now we're going to take our eyebrow pomade by Anastasia, which I'm running very low on, but I'm going to take that and I'm just going to fill in the brows. Also want to kind of go quickly with this too, short quick motions, and lightly fill in. I don't fill in the tail until later because I want that to look a little thinner. So I just kind of work on the middle of the brow and work my way out. Working on the opposite side, and I'm just doing the same thing. Working on the middle and working my way out. Now I'm just going to start blending and taking the brush and just brushing that pomade through the brows. Next, I'm going to clean up the brows underneath. I'm going to take my concealer. I'm going to start at the arch of the brow and just work my way down. Clean, light strokes. And you can just take your sponge and blend that concealer into the lid. I'm just going to work on the other brow and do the same thing, dragging that concealer down to the lid and blending it out. I want to take a small amount of concealer and start shaping the top of the brow. Now I'm just going to take the bottom of the brush and blend in the middle of the brow, just fade it out a little bit. Now we're going to start working on the tail of the brow. I'm just going to start at the bottom of the corner and just flick out a little. Now we're taking a little bit more of our foundation powder. We're taking the end of the sponge and dipping it in and just cleaning up around where we put the concealer on the forehead. Just to clean up if there's any like a white cast or anything up there. This will definitely blend it out. Now that the brows are nice and set, what we're going to do is we're going to start on our eyes. And I'm going to start by creasing my lid a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of black. I'm just going to create a line from here on down, okay? Start like this and go down like that. Then we're going to take a cleaner brush and we're just going to take that black and flick up because we just want to blend it out a little bit. Doing the same on the other side, taking that same brush and flicking the black shadow upward to give it like a smoked out effect, dragging in between. Next we're going to take our white eyelid primer and we're going to just kind of start right underneath the black and press it in. Do that on both sides. Now you don't want to go all the way out, you're just going to stop like at the halfway point because that's where we're going to add our black on the end. Once you got the main part of your color packed onto the lid, you just want to keep patting and make sure you blend. Don't go above the white, the black line, you want to stay right underneath. I left the outer corners of the eye out so that way we can just fill that in with the black. So next, once that white primer has set, we're going to take our blue eyeshadow and just go. Now take a generous amount and pack it onto the brush and start right in the middle of the lid and pack it on. Don't want to touch the black at all. You want to stay right underneath the center. Now before we finish the eyes, I'm just going to take a little bit of setting powder and I'm going to go right under the jawline to kind of create a sharp chiseled look for the contour and set right underneath the jaw. Not going all the way in, just from the ear to the jaw point. Next, I'm going to fill the outer corners with a little bit lighter of a black tone and just start on the outer corner and bring it in to blend into the blue. Okay guys, now we're getting towards the end and we're going to add our lipstick. So first I'm going to line my lips. setting powder is setting on the jaw. We're going to finish up the eyes, and I'm going to start using my liquid eyeliner. Start in the middle. Just drag it up at a slant, so because we're kind of giving it a cat eye effect. And we're going to go on the opposite eye, doing the same thing, starting in the middle. And I use two different liquid eyeliners. This one has a smaller brush because it fits more into the corner. So that's what I'm going to use first. And now we're using our bigger one, which is going to go in the middle of the eye towards the edge. Now we're just going to take and we're just going to connect the wing. We're going to start on the edge of the eye and just connect and make a straight line. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of setting spray and just spray where I put the liquid because it's still kind of wet, so we want to kind of let that dry down a little bit. Now we're going to apply our eyelashes, and I used these once before, so they already have like a nice shape to them, a nice curve, so it'll fit right on the lash line. Not too much glue, just a little bit. Let it get tacky, blow on it a little bit, fan it out. Now I find that putting your lashes on after you do a liquid liner is way easier because when you put your lash on first and then you do your liquid liner, it gets a little messy. And at least you'll have a guideline to put your lashes on after you've created your liquid line. Next, we're going to do our under eye, and we're going to use this is not liquid, this is a pencil. So we're going to use our pencil, and we're just going to line the waterline, but we're not going to go all the way out. We're just kind of going to keep it centered. Now we're going to use the brush that we used to create our line with the black shadow, and we're just going to take the excess and we're going to put it right underneath the line that we just made, just to kind of smoke out the line a little bit. Again, staying right in the center. Okay, now before we finish cleaning up underneath, I'm actually going to try something that I've really never done before, which is the under eye lashes. I'm going to do that, so bear with me. We're going to see how it looks together. This is my first time, or second time. I've done it before, but I want to see how it looks with this eye, this actual specific eye look. So I'm going to take my bottom lashes. I'm doing this with tweezers. I'm actually doing it with my bare hands, so let's see how steady my hands are. So it's not going on as easy as I thought. So we're just gonna keep attempting. I'm gonna add a little bit more glue. I think it would be easier with tweezers or something to actually physically hold them. But let's see, let's try it again. Okay, we got one on, so let's try our second one and see if this one will go on smoothly now that I got a hang of it.
In the morning?
Yeah. I might as well stay up. Okay, so now that the bottom lashes are on, kind of like how they came out, it really makes the eyes look a lot bolder. I'm going to take and I'm going to remove the setting powder off the jawline. You just want to blend it in until you really just, you can't see it anymore. Popping. Now that that's nice and blended out, we're going to add our blush. And I kind of like to smile because I want to get it right on the apples of the cheeks. Focus right on the apples of the cheeks. You don't want to drag it out until, you know, you have excess on the brush. And then go ahead and drag it out. I'm kind of going for a nude color today. So I'm going to line the lips with a deeper liner. Taking our liquid lipstick and just going right in the middle. We're not going to blend it yet. We kind of just want to get it to set on the lip and dry down just a tad bit. Okay, once our lipstick is nice and set, we're just going to go and we're going to take our lip liner again and we're just going to go right back around that lipstick just to create a more fuller look. Now I'm just going to finish this off with some gloss, and this is just going to create more of a shine. And shines tend to make your lips look a little fuller too. So if you're that type of person where you like fuller looking lips, this will definitely work for you. I'm running out a little bit, but definitely want to add some shine to create fuller effect. Okay, that's it. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, my Instagram is which is THE_RealMimi. Also, let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see me doing a brow tutorial, how I put on my lipstick, how I do my hair, whatever you guys want to see, let me know. A Q&A. I just want to get to know you guys and what you guys like. I will have some more tips for you guys. I have more upcoming videos for you guys. And don't forget to hit the bell. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I rush, but what will we do when we're so on a dream with a fever?